Noir Stardia, the third son of a minor noble family, acquires a special skill that allows him to enter a hidden dungeon filled with treasure. However, this rare talent comes at a cost because it causes him to suffer painful headaches. In a world filled with dungeons, Noir is driven by a feminine, mysterious voice within one of them. Noir Stardia is the third son of a useless noble who after graduation opted to get a job as a librarian. However, on the first day of his job, he was replaced by the son of Viscount. Painful, right? Well, that's what happens when your family is a Baron, the lowest noble rank possible. Motivated by his sister Alicia, Noir decided to participate in the Hero Academy exams, whose graduates are eligible to become either monster hunters or royal knights. Using his unique ability, which allows him to ask a great sage everything about the world, Noir asks about a way for him to pass the entrance exam, finding out about a hidden dungeon that'll enable him to get stronger from the sage. Noir decides to go explore it, entering into it using the spells given to him by the great sage. Noir explored the dungeon until he found a girl called Olivia, bound to the dungeon in chains for 2 centuries. As breaking the chains would kill her, and her ability being of no use to her, the young adventurer bestowed her abilities on him. Using Olivier's abilities, Noir can create any skills he can think of, bestow the skills he created to others, and alter the skills of being around him, but at the cost of his life points, which he can replenish by doing something he finds pleasure in. Noir was given a warm hug by his excited younger sister Alia, who informed him he was accepted into the Hero Academy. However, the fee turned out to be too much for his useless father to handle, so Noir decided to sort it out himself by becoming an adventurer thanks to Oliver's advice. After arriving at the adventure's recruiting site, the receptionist Lola refused to believe he was Oliver's successor, but he proves it by touching a sacred book called Discerning Tome. Eager to generate the money he needs as soon as possible, Noir opted to participate in a more challenging task to catch rainbow bugs, which he completed swiftly, using his great sage ability. Impressed by Noir's performance, Lola decided to have him go capture giant cats. Jealous of Lola's flirting with Noir, Emma, a member of a higher noble rank who has been Noir's childhood friend, and Crush decided to become an adventurer like him to fulfill their wish of staying together till death. Killing the giant cat thanks to Noir using his ability to amplify Emma's ability, its meat was eaten by the adventurers. After successfully paying for their enrollment fees, Noir, while at the academy, noticed Mira Finna Albert. Using his discerning eyes, Noir saw she had a curse on her that would curse her to die on her 16th birthday. While most members of the class were initially hostile to him due to him being a Borain, this changed after being greeted by Mira. Later that day, Noir along with the rest of his classmates went on a training session with their teacher Elng Stong, who was a former mercenary. While initially one-shotted by her during the training, Noir managed to use his newfound powers to enhance his martial skills and successfully invade her strikes, winning her prize. Determined to save Mira from her curse, Noir, along with Emma after meeting with Lola, decided to ask her friend Luna Hella, the lady clerk, who was an expert curse remover, for help. Lola paid a visit to her old friend Luna to discuss Mira's curse, and Noir went to see Oliver about Mira's curse. Oliver advised him to focus on getting Luna to sort it out since he doesn't have the life point to do it himself. While Luna wants to help out Mira, she's unable to do so as her lifespan reduces when she uses her ability, which Noir found out using his discerning eye. Avoiding casualties, he decided to use his powers to change Luna's technique requirement from lifespan to finances. However, he needed a lot of life points to do so, but the only way his life points increased was by doing things that gave him pleasure. Following Lola's suggestion of taking advantage of the Harem Pride event held by certain nobles, Noir and the girls decide to participate in this event. The Harem Pride turned out to be a show filled with maniacs. As each contestant emerged, the crowd insulted them, increasing the intensity of their insult. Initially unable to participate in this after seeing one of their rivals' adventurers, the girls stepped in, mesmerizing the crowd and scoring the highest score in history. However, the event coordinator refused to give in, noting they could only truly become winners if they made everyone in the crowd satisfied, as stated in the clause. So the coordinator brought 3 scenarios as a test for them to satisfy him, which they successfully passed. With his life point boosted to the point, he could change Luna's technique requirements from life force to finances. Noir, with the help of the girls, was able to successfully free Mira from her 16th year death curse. As a sign of gratitude from Mira's family, Noir, Emma, Lola, and Luna received huge amounts of gold as compensation. With Luna opting to invest hers in healthcare, Nora is confused as to what to do with his money. However, Emma suggested he open a shop to sell monster materials, as they once had planned on doing so, and offered her assistance. But Lola insisted Noir needed her, not Emma, because she was a better administrator and accountant. Seeing the gold Noir got as compensation for saving Mira, Noir's dad suggested he take the money to the casino, but everyone turned him down, with Alicia noting how much trash he was. Well, you can't blame her now, can you? Driven by his desire to get stronger, Noir decided to go see Oliver at the dungeon. Oliver suggested he explore other parts of the dungeon, giving him a list of skills he ought to get before embarking on his quest. While exploring the other parts of the dungeon, Noir was startled by a pitch-black lion called Tigerson, who offered to help him get to the 6th floor in exchange for Noir to help him find his lost free in Vachele. Tigerson revealed to Noir his name was given to him by his friend who was an elf, and he had been waiting for him for 350 years. However, Tigerson was unable to go down to the 6th floor to look for his friend, because he promised he'd wait for him. While exploring the 6th floor, Noir found Vachele, who is now a zombie, and employs his power to turn him back to normal. However, Vachele has to go back home to meet with his love in hopes she was still waiting for him like Tigerson. Since outsiders weren't allowed in his hometown, Vachele and his friend Tigerson had to part ways. After Vachele left, Tigerson went back to the 5th floor of the dungeon. Concerned, Noir followed him and noticed his crying, prompting him to take Tigerson home and make him their family guard lion. While in class with Emma, Noir was greeted by Mira, who voiced her appreciation to him for saving her life. After which their teacher Elling appeared, revealing the nature of their exam involves acquiring raw monster materials which were listed on the board. While Noir was eating, Emma suggested they both participate in the exam together, voicing her desire to get a dragon as she believes they'll be unstoppable together. But Noir believes it will be a difficult task and they'll need Lola's assistance. Upon their arrival at Lola's location, they noticed she was in an argument with Sarah, a fellow receptionist who is currently ranked top on the reception quota. Lola reveals Sarah steals the adventures of others by seducing them. After pointing out that Lola has no evidence, Sarah asks Lola why she has never defeated her. Enraged, Lola challenges Sarah, but Sarah accepts in exchange for taking Noir as her adventurer. Also going out to hunt for raw materials for the exams, Noir decides to help Lola with her quest and Luna offers to help out, noting she's also an adventurer. After helping Lola with her quest, Noir, along with his teammate, came up with a plan to defeat a dragon. Thanks to Tigerson giving them a ride, they were able to get to the treasure mountains where the dragons live. With the help of his great sage technique, Noir was able to find the location of the nearest dragon. Using their earlier strategy of pitfall, the Noir and his friends were able to successfully defeat the dragon. Their victory skyrocketed Lola's stats, but it still wasn't enough to defeat Sarah. So Noir decided to meet with Oliver's at the dungeon, telling her about his quest to get rare materials to enhance Lola's stat. After telling him to go to the 7th floor, Oliver gave the list of necessary abilities he should get using the creation ability to enable him to be strong enough to get to the 7th floor. Feeling more powerful, Noir decided to become stronger. That's about it for this video. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next part.